Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and congratulations to our nominees. So I just want to take a minute to respond to the baseless attacks against Acting Chairman Gruenberg. My Republican colleagues continue to accuse him of wrongdoing after the previous FDIC chair, Yelena McWilliams, tried to block a vote to get public feedback on bank merger rules last year. McWilliams simply announced that she was blocking the request of the board majority without citing any legal basis whatsoever. And when she was asked to produce a legal basis, she resigned. Now, that seems clear enough that McWilliams was in the wrong, but for those who insist on relitigating the issue, it turns out that the Department of Justice's Office of Legal Counsel released a legal opinion on it in July of this year. Mr. Hill, you worked for the previous FDIC chair, Ms. McWilliams, so let me ask you, in its July memo, did the Office of Legal Counsel determine that a majority of the FDIC board had the authority to bring items before the board for a vote?
I believe that was the opinion of the Department of Justice in that memo.
Thank you. That is exactly what the OLC opinion states. In fact, it says, quote, "The chairperson of the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation does not have the authority to prevent a majority of the FDIC board from presenting items to the board for a vote and decision," end quote. And that is exactly what Ms. McWilliams tried to do. In other words, the former FDIC chair broke the law when she blocked a vote to help hold big banks accountable, and she got caught and she resigned. So, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to enter into the record the OLC opinion that makes it clear that Acting Chairman Gruenberg and the other current FDIC board members were following the law, while the previous Republican FDIC chair unlawfully exceeded her authority.
Without objection.
Thank you.
So ordered.
Now that we have that cleared up, let me turn to another issue, and that's crypto. The implosion of crypto platform FTX revealed that one of the industry's major players was not much more than a handful of magic beans. And now thousands of mom and pop investors have lost their savings, and many more are being squeezed by the contagion that FTX's collapse has triggered throughout the crypto industry. Mr. McKiernan, your current job is advising Republicans on the Senate Banking Committee, so I assume you've been watching this closely. From what you can tell so far, has the contagion that is spread through the crypto industry shaken our traditional banking system?
No, Senator.
No, and that is the good news. But it didn't happen by accident. Our banks stayed safe even as crypto imploded because many of President Biden's regulators, like Acting Chairman Gruenberg, fought to keep crypto from becoming dangerously intertwined with our banks. And he did this despite the Trump administration's and crypto boosters' aggressive efforts to bring crypto and all its risks into traditional banking. So, Acting Chairman Gruenberg, if the crypto boosters had gotten their wish and a bunch of banks that the FDIC insures were all in on crypto, for example, holding FTX's tokens on their balance sheets or accepting crypto tokens as collateral for loans, would our banking system be less safe than it is today?
I would think so, Senator.
You want to expand on that a little?
Well, we're dealing, I mean, the evidence is clear now. We had companies that were engaging in highly speculative activity, highly leveraged, and vulnerable to a loss of confidence in a run. They did not have direct exposures to the insured financial institutions. And as a result, the failure of those firms was really limited to the crypto space and ended up not impacting the insured banking system.
So this tells us about the power of keeping a strong line between the traditional banking system and the crypto world. You know, more than $1 trillion worth and counting of crypto has just gone up in smoke so far this year. And reports piled on top of reports have shown that the crypto industry is powered by fraud and money laundering. Even so, some industry boosters still argue that these toxic crypto assets should be more integrated into the real banking system, which would mean that the next time crypto stumbles, taxpayers would be on the hook to bail out these banks. No thanks on that one. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I've done my questions.